Hello and welcome to the Filler segment. I am your host, Brian, alongside with my tag team partner, the real deal, Richmond. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's episode, we're going to cover Ring of Honor Final Battle, AEW World End predictions, guys. Before we crack on with the show today, just a reminder that you can support us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitch.
Everywhere, almost.
Well, we're going to get this thing cracking like we said.
Let's go.
We're going to talk about Ring of Honor Final Battle, which I really enjoyed that one because I am a fan of the Hammerstein Ballroom. And that's one of
a lot of history.
That's one of my bucket list venues to go to.
That's not a bad one to have.
Yeah.
Not a bad one to have. Yeah, a lot of history, man. Not just ECW, but a lot of people know that the early episodes of Raw were done from Hammerstein when they had to bring the ring up in the elevator and all of that stuff. And, you know, just pretty cool for TK to go ahead and book that venue because he's a nostalgia nerd like most of us are. But it was a decent, you know, I'm not even gonna say decent. It was packed. But I haven't really seen a show at Hammerstein since Raw was there that wasn't full, man. Them New York fans really know how to make it happen.
Yeah, they even they fill that thing up for GCW too.
They do. I think
but
it's
that's that one. I think it's that they did it at one time. I don't know how. I haven't looked on that Wrestling Twitter page yet, but I don't know how their ticket sales are doing right now.
Yeah, I did hear that they were down, unfortunately, because weren't some names getting pulled from their shows? Like
not for that, I don't think.
Key names, but it was some names that was getting pulled.
Yeah, so I mean, we're not really going into depth about the pre-show. We're just running down real quick. You had Grizzly Young Veterans. They beat the Dark Order. I don't know who's this Hanako Japanese wrestler. Oh, she's in Stardom. Okay.
Yeah. The second 0 hour match was the women's match. Yeah.
They defeated Harley Cameron. Then you had Undisputed Kingdom, Mike Taven and Mike Bennett. I mean, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. The M&L, Matt and Mike defeated the Infantry, which the Infantry is kind of confusing now. They were on their own.
It almost seems like it's two different groups of the same group. You know,
now they're with Shane Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. I'm thinking Top Flight. My fault. I'm thinking Top Flight. All the beef is going on.
No, it is like two different groups too.
Yeah. This is what happens when ROH is not accessible to all those that want to watch. We gotta.
Hopefully that gets done soon. So
yeah.
Then we had our boys, Gates of Agony.
Yes, Jasper and Bruce made the cut for the show. Main evented the pre-show. I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all out there, but our guys, Jasper and Bruce, main evented the man, I laughed so hard when that came out. But put on a good show. You know what I'm saying? Like the match was just really an indication of how well you could actually book them and how dominant you can make them. You know, you can turn that team into, because they're not two pushover guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they were in any other promotion, I feel like they would be higher up in the division than what they are. But everybody knows that TK's got a roster full of talent, and it's just really hard to get everybody, you know, that proper exposure. But the way they were booked in that match is how I really enjoy watching them and how I feel like they should be booked, man. Like they're too good of a team, you know, to not be as booked as strong as they are. So, but that was a fun one to watch to end the 0 hour for Final Battle too. And
how about before we stop real quick, I just wanted to put out a little thing that Jax Dane from NWA passed away today. I guess he suffered a heart attack back in November. He was a pretty good he was a tag team guy, or he's been there for a long time. So hopefully they do something good for him on the show.
Yeah,
which I think they will. I think they will do. Yeah, they always do.
Yeah, Billy Corgan is a real respected promoter now that he's in this space.
Right.
So we are, you know, true fan, and he's done a lot of things the right way. So I think Billy Corgan's gonna do right by Jax Dane and give him a proper send off, and, you know, make sure that name is always gonna be synonymous with NWA.
Heck yeah. All right, so we'll continue on with this guys. So they kicked it off with a nice little match with Atlantis Jr. and Mansoor. Atlantis Jr. got the win, which I'm pretty big fan of Atlantis Jr. I just wondered if he's going to come over to the United States eventually full time.
Primarily, because he's what is he? AAA or CMLL?
CMLL.
CMLL. I mean, only time will tell, man. You know, time and money. But if he's having more success where he's at, I wouldn't trade, you know, the fame for a buck. But I mean, if he's continuing to impress crowds on this side, I'm pretty sure he can find he can find himself a home, because that's really what it's all about, man. Like if you can get the people out your seats and, you know, do something a little different, or maybe mix with something that we've seen before, you could definitely find your way in the States in this business. But Atlantis Jr. is one of those guys I feel like he can really make that transition, because, you know, he's exciting. He's exciting. You know, I feel like he has a lot of career left, based off of what I've seen. I don't know exactly how old he is, but, you know, if he's getting booked to open up a show like this, then he's doing something right.
He's 36.
Oh, okay, so he might not have that much left, but you never know. You never know. He might have started late. But I mean, you know, anytime Mansoor counts the lights, I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine. I'm still mad that he won the Battle Royal at the Saudi show over there, but I understand. But come on now.
Yeah,
y'all had Veer Mahan and y'all booked Mansoor to win a Battle Royal. Neither here nor there.
So he got the win right over Mansoor, so we're good with that. And your boy Danhausen showed up.
Yes, very evil. Danhausen is back. He's one of my favorites, man.
His
don't have to win a match. He don't got to win not one match.
His signature move is punching people in the nuts.
Yeah, we got to do something about that.
I know.
I feel like he'd have a better chokeslam than the Hurricane and Top Dollar if he
like cursing, like trying to curse people. You know.
Yes, you got to. Yeah, he's one of the most fun gimmicks, man. Like it don't matter. Yeah, Danhausen is like the R-Truth of, you know what I'm saying? Like that second tier comedic talent, man. But I like Danhausen. I popped a little. When he came back. And Danhausen is my guy. He's hilarious.
Then the next one, we had like a purist wrestling match. Shibata defeats Tommy Billington. He's signed now.
Yeah. They teamed them on the show that aired today. I believe there was an ROH show.
Yesterday? It will air today.
Yeah, it will air today. And Shibata and the new Dynamite Kid, nephew Tommy. They teamed him today. But I like, I mean, you know, everybody pretty much has a feel for who Shibata is. He's established in Japan, established over here in the States now. But Tommy Billington, man, he's really coming into his own. You can see flashes of his uncle, but I don't want him to hold on to that to make a name for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you don't like Lexus King, but him dropping the Pillman name and kind of helping him, I know. I know. But just
he's not good, man.
He's not good, but the example. Okay, then the Ass Boys.
I would give him if he was good, I wouldn't care about the name. I don't care about the name.
But he's not. But okay, but that was my example. So like we were talking about last show with Colton Gunn and his brother not latching on to Billy. I think once dropping stuff. Once Tommy gets his feet wet, you know, he can kind of start to separate himself, because you don't want to live with comparisons to your uncle, because you know who else they compared to his uncle. So, you know, you don't really want to hold on to that for too long. You kind of want to separate yourself and make a name. But I mean, I'm excited to see what happens with him. He's giving me kind of Tyler Bate vibes too when he's in there. You know, you can see the influence of the British Strong Style. A little Jack Gallagher, because he's not as big, but I like Tommy Billington. Hopefully he can string some wins sooner or later. But yeah, he did drop this one to Shibata.
I mean, which is expected.
Yeah.
What my favorite part of the night? This was my favorite part of the night of the whole show.
Yeah.
When my dude Black Machismo came back, baby.
Yes, sir.
Then they had Speaking of that, they had the Machoverse guy. You know the Machoverse dude.
Yeah,
Dude, coach. He was in the stands.
he was. Yes, yeah, man.
So
Look, New York City cannot be a real place, dude. Like you can find any. You might have found Waldo at the Hammerstein Ballroom during that show. But yeah, man, I was so mad because the thing with me and Black Machismo, when I first saw Jay Lethal, that's the gimmick he was doing.
Yeah.
and until I really it took me a while because it was pissing me off for one. Like, don't do this to Macho Man. He's in my top 5 all time.
No,
ever.
I know that. Yeah.
But until I really caught on, because I thought it was like a parody, and you know how Vince did the Huckster and the Nacho Man and all that. I thought that's what he was doing, not knowing the real. But once I learned and got the true story behind it, Black Machismo was my guy. I don't know. Okay, so real quick, in your opinion, does he do a better Macho Man or does he do a better Ric Flair?
They're both good.
I know, right?
I'd say 50-50. They're about
I
can't give one of the other on that one.
No, because he made Black Machismo a gimmick, an actual character, not just the one-off messing with Flair. So I think I might have to get a nod to Black Machismo.
Because he did it for a lot longer.
But he took it in the ring with it too.
You know who the Jay Lethal I remember? Jay Lethal with just shorts on with cornrows.
Yeah. I mean, he had cornrows when he was doing Black Machismo. Well, yeah, he did.
This was
before his hairline started to recede.
Because it's like a plain. This is just like a Jay Lethal was a plain dude.
Yeah.
But then he went to X Division. After that, it's all she wrote.
I mean, but and aside from all of the good stuff that he's given us character wise, that match. I mean, of course. I mean, QT. You know, neither one of us too much care for QT, but that was a really good match. That was old school Jay Lethal. I mean, QT's not bad, but I don't care for QT too much.
No, I don't care for his character, but he's not a bad. He's a good worker.
He's a good worker, yeah. But I don't really care for his character work. But Jay Lethal showed me some old school, young, original Ring of Honor run, TNA run Jay Lethal in that match. I didn't realize he had that much left. He looked really solid out there. He looked really good out there.
Maybe that
was on point.
Maybe we'll just keep it. I think Jay should maybe just stay in Ring of Honor for right now.
Yeah. To be another recognizable name, you got to help build that roster. And
maybe maybe get one more run at the world title.
Why not? You giving it to the other old dude?
Well, they're doing that because they're trying to get a TV deal.
Right.
But I get it.
But after you do that, give me Lethal versus Briscoe 2-3 more 100 times till they, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
All right. Next up, we have Red Velvet defeats Layla. Straight out your mama's kitchen, right? That's what you say.
Straight out your mama's kitchen.
That's what it says, right?
Yes, I do believe that is the same. Yeah, I didn't realize that Layla Hirsch was a small. I thought Jordan Grace was short. Layla Hirsch is.
Have you?
Ooh, but she's
so her and Johnny Hungy stood next to each other.
Who was taller, Layla Hirsch?
Layla's shorter than him, and he's like 5'4".
That's crazy.
John Silver's like 5'4", right?
Yeah. John Silver's he's a little dude. He's built like
so. They were both short to get next to each other. So,
but I didn't realize because Red Velvet's not that big of a woman. She's not that big of a woman. But when Layla Hirsch when she was just making her entrance, she had that, remember that little angry mouse from Tom and Jerry, the little gray one? That's kind of what she reminded me of. But she can go. All jokes aside, man, Layla Hirsch can go. But you got to keep that belt on Red Velvet because, if you're trying to establish anything, you want names that you're going to recognize. I mean, it was a solid match. A lot of rest holds in that match. It didn't really flow like I anticipated it flowing. So it wasn't like a one star. If I was Uncle Dave, I wouldn't have gave it 1 star.
So I'm a big AEW fan. I like Ring of Honor. I like it all, bro. Right? But sometimes it doesn't feel like the guys are flowing with each other.
Right.
Like at the end of this, we'll talk about. But when Bandito came out.
Mm-hmm.
There was moments that looked like he was just standing there.
Yeah, like he didn't know what to do, or
even with Moxley a couple times on Dynamite, it's been like that too. It's like sometimes they're trying to think too far ahead, not far ahead,
or not far ahead enough.
Yeah, but that's what sometimes lately it's been like they've been stuck without flowing at the end. They flow, everything flows, and they're choreographed.
Right.
They're
it's like watching Netflix.
Netflix was good on Christmas. I watched football.
I didn't watch football.
I watched basketball too, but I watched football too. So,
Yeah,
and Netflix was good.
Well, good. Let's keep this up.
I mean, the games weren't good. The broadcast was good.
Okay.
But
well, that's
not many people are watching NFL football around the world. Like the fight would have been is broadcast around the world. You know, everybody's wrestling's gonna be the same way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Which was why it was such a smart move.
Yeah. So Red Velvet gets the win. She's still the Ring of Honor World's Women's Television Champion. Then next one, we got a little surprise, guys.
I was surprised, and I was also surprised that I didn't sit through this match.
Oh, but Lee Moriarty defeats the surprise opponent Nigel McGuinness. I guess he got a few more runs left in him.
Yeah, you got to see what's left in the tank. If he's well enough to go, let him go. It's not like Nigel's some pushover, but
I remember I followed Nigel when he was at Ring of Honor back in the day. Mm-hmm. Then when he went to TNA, they gave him another name like Wolf something. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, they always change somebody's name.
Then that kind of ruined, and he wasn't the same after that. But he did have a good match.
Talking about this match with Lee.
Yeah.
Now I'm not a fan of the whole pure style. I know it's Ring of Honor's thing, and like I sat through a pure match when we went to the show back in I want to say in September when they did the Ring of Honor. Said, if you're gonna do that, take the ropes off, put some headgear on there. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's really what you're gonna do. But I mean, nothing against it. Everybody likes their different types of styles. I haven't been able to like with the Heritage Cup and the Pure Championship. Those are just I can't really get into it. And Lee Moriarty's kind of inconsistent character-wise with me. Like
that's kind of like, is it? We want to say Japanese style wrestling, right?
Yeah, you could say. I want to say that because Ring of Honor seems like it was.
But they do it pure because if you watch wrestling for throughout the years, you're not supposed to use a closed fist.
No, that's been the rule, and
nobody ever says it. They don't do anything about it.
No, they don't. It's disqualified. His fist is closed.
That's why they call it. That's why it's pure,
right?
Because you can't
get it.
And rope breaks.
Yeah, and then you get time.
You get 2 rope breaks. Okay. If you do a third one, you get disqualified. Same thing with I think closed fist, you might get 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
it's not the traditional rules, and I'm not gonna say I'm a traditionalist because I will go back to the disqualification for getting thrown over the top rope, the old NWA rules, which I hate. I hate. That's one of my least. I hate that damn rule. Throw them over there. Whatever.
How about what was that organization that with Braun Strowman and EC3?
Oh, Control Your Narrative. When they wouldn't let couldn't drop kick or
super kick.
Yeah, you couldn't super kick or like no
suicide dive.
No suicide. Yeah, like. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You see how long that lasted, though.
Yeah, I know.
How long that lasted. I mean, but everybody has a different rendition. But Lee Moriarty's been pure champion for a long time. He's been pure champion. He, like I said, we went to the show in September and he was pure champion. It's almost a turn of the year.
Let me see when he won it. Hold on. He won in. Hold on a second. Let me go to list of pure champions. Lee Moriarty. He won it in July.
He won in July. Okay, so
6 months, 5 months.
I mean, with Ring of Honor, like unless it's Athena, nobody's really holding on to their title. I mean, Briscoe had it for a while, but they're not like passing like every. There's not a
Briscoe
like every major show.
Briscoe didn't have it that long, did it?
I thought he had it 200 something days.
Was it?
Oh, I think so. It might have been 200 something days. I could be wrong.
What's his name had it? She's had it for a long time.
Athena's had it for like 2 years. She's well over 800 days.
Yeah, she's.
We'll get to that.
Well, yeah, I want to talk about that when we get to that. Okay,
we'll definitely get to that one.
She's only 5'2", anyways.
Yeah.
Ember Moon.
Mm-hmm.
As we.
This
all right.
Match, I'm kind of.
But before we get to the next match, what is Tiger style? Can you explain to me what Tiger style is with Lee Moriarty? I've been wanting this question for what? I've been asking this question for months now, years now.
Idea. I have the slightest clue. I can see what I'm saying. He's been character-wise, he's been real inconsistent.
Yeah, okay. I just want to know.
He's really trying to find his footing with a gimmick, and now this is where we are. Like I have no idea. You come out with the mask on, you don't wrestle with the mask on. Like I get it.
I was just wondering what Tiger style. I always was asking you, what is Tiger style?
TYGA. I have no idea.
Okay, let's go to this next match. So when I saw this next match booked, right?
Mm-hmm.
I already knew they were gonna win.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, but when I saw how this match was booked, I'm thinking to myself, why are we letting this old man continue to do this to himself?
Well, he just signed his new contract. Congratulations, Dustin Rhodes, for signing your next contract he retires.
Yeah, and congratulations. You're absolutely right. I'm happy that he's still able to put his body on the line, but dude.
The tag team division right now is stinking in Ring of Honor.
Yes, it is. And that's why they're doing him like they're doing him, because Sammy Guevara, he's still young enough and strong enough and sturdy enough to fall off ladders and go through tables and all this. Dustin is in his 50s.
Why not give the Righteous a run with the belts? You know what I'm saying? Why not?
You mix it up, man. Like you gotta do something.
I don't know why they wouldn't give the infantry a run with them or something. You know,
you have to switch it up at some point in time or another, because if you don't, Dustin's going to end up retiring before he's supposed to, because these double bull rope matches and all this other stuff. We watched his dad bleed for 30 years. We don't him and his brother picking up right from where he left off. But you have teams that are good enough, like we mentioned. You have the Righteous, you have the infantry. You can put Undisputed Kingdom down on ROH and have them run.
They had the belt though before them.
Yeah, but right. Like I'm saying, another established team that can help carry the division. You got to do something else, man. You got to do something else. Put Dustin in the main title picture for ROH and let him try to win that one. Sammy, you got to do something better with Sammy Guevara, because you're wasting his talent and having him, look like the Darby Allin of Ring of Honor. I don't know how many more of these types of matches I can watch out of Dustin Rhodes, man. It's just it hurts me to watch, like with Sting at the end of his run, jumping off of shit and table diving and come on, man. Too old for that. You should do all that in the 90s.
Now they got TK booked him and Von Erichs for the 6-man belt, right?
Yeah,
but
I forgot he was a double champion too.
They're not using them.
No trios teams, no nothing. He's just.
If you're going to have a 6-man belt or a trios, use it.
Use it, yeah, instead of wasting your passive income on paying the ROH talent to do nothing. Like, you got all these titles, but you know what, though? I honestly feel like once he lands that TV deal, we're going to see better booking out of ROH.
I know.
You got to fill those segments in those time slots somehow. But you're absolutely right. Like, you got him, you got Dustin champion with the Von Erich boys. You got to do something with it.
What I think is they're going to have a TV deal. That's why they got rid of that Rampage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to put Ring of Honor in that slot.
That would be the smart move.
Now that's maybe there or somewhere else, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be that new Shockwave they're talking about.
Another show?
They were trying to get it on Fox, but I don't think it's going to happen.
See how that went.
All right. This is my favorite match of the night.
Yes. Yes.
It was a survival of the fittest for the TV championship, which I was kind of disappointed.
Because of two guys, really. But my favorite match of the night. Go ahead, brother.
I think Brian Cage should have had a longer run with the belt, but he didn't even make it to the final.
He did not. And once he got rolling, I was watching this match like, there's one. And he was taking it. It ain't like he took out Commander and Blake Christian. He manhandled Willie Mack that first elimination. Like, man, and I've never seen Willie Mack get thrown around like that ever. I mean, granted, it was just a power bomb, but
yeah,
Willie Mack ain't no cruiserweight.
No, Willie Mack was he was the first one eliminated in that match. Then you had AR by Brian Cage. He used the tornado claw to pin him. Yeah, after the tornado claw, then Brian Cage pinned AR Fox with the avalanche power bomb.
Yes, from the second rope. Yep.
Then then all of a sudden Mark Davis out of nowhere defeats Brian Cage, pins him with a power driver.
Now, before that, Blake Christian, okay,
GCW guy.
stole the match. At this point, this is where Blake, the suicide dive cutter from what, when he went
Right.
through and what? I've never seen. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? I've never seen that before. And then he just kept going and kept going and kept. I could, him and because I love Commander. Commander is so fun to watch, so fun to watch. And when them two, they had a good 2 or 3 minute, stint in this match where they just went at it, just them two. I book them on TV every week for me. But Blake Christian, man, he showed me something. That was my first time really like seeing him, and he showed me a lot. I'm a fan now, dude. Not talk about somebody with a lot of career left. He's 27, so
Yep.
yeah, man, he impressed me, and it started with that suicide. I've never seen a suicide dive cutter. First of all, I've never seen anybody dive upside down, back to the how he did it. I've never seen him do it, and then to hit the cutter at that, phenomenal. But shout out to Mark Davis for picking up the win in a very exciting, very action packed match. Like I can watch that one again. I just might watch that one again because it was just so much fun.
Right.
It seemed like it was longer than 25 minutes, but I mean, I guess because there was so much going on, and it was such a really, really good match. But I agree with you. Brian Cage should have definitely held on to that title a little longer. He kind of looked like an inflated LA Knight with the beard fully grown out now.
Yeah, he does.
But also what I noticed about Brian Cage, he's not doing little guy stuff as much no more. Like he's really, showing that being that powerhouse, what he first was, Lucha Underground, before he started wanting to try to be a big flippy guy. But yeah, he's I've always liked Brian Cage, but I agree with you, man. I think he should have definitely held on to that TV title for ROH a little longer.
But at least
tonight.
Go to the final.
Yeah, be one of the last guys.
But hey, man, big ups Commander, man. He put a lot of work in AEW, man.
He did. Commander's doing really, really good work, man. I love Commander's so fun to watch.
Look, he wins this match, right? Didn't Wednesday he wins? He beat Claudio.
Yeah, he did beat Claudio, which shocked me. Definitely shocked me. I didn't coming off of Final Battle. I didn't think, but like we said, man, shout out Commander. He's really climbing up that ladder. He's he looks like he's in better shape than when he was when I saw him in person back in September. So that could be why he's getting this little push. But Commander, good on him, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but guys, ladies and gentlemen, we have Commander as your new television champion in Ring of Honor. And next match, I really could give two shits about, but we're here. We have this care. But I was really hoping that Cardona,
Mr. Green,
would go over.
Me too.
I mean, it was a good match and everything but he needs to stop doing the lion salt off the rope because he can't get it all
He can't no more. He's
gonna break his neck one day trying to do it, man.
Or a leg or miss the spot or something. But you shouldn't be trying to moonsault at 55, 56, bro.
Nope.
You need to be a technical wrestler now. You need to go back to your Stu Hart dungeon days now because it ain't that. It ain't that. And then you had as always by his side, Brian Keith and Tall Williams making life hard for everybody else. And was this really the best?
You know what? I thought
to bring Bandito back in person though.
So I thought Tall Williams was going to come on and turn his back on Jericho finally. Because of New York.
Yeah.
Cardona's in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He's in New York. Jericho is making a mockery of New York with all that Love New York shirts and stuff. Right. But we did, and now we have the stinking Nueve, as he calls himself. Not the Ocho no more, the Nueve. As the champion. What? I get it. TK wants to have a notable name for the TV deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. But
there's many more notable names than Chris Irvine.
I know.
Could have put it back on Claudio. Anybody. Wheeler Yuga. Maybe not Wheeler Yuga.
Okay. Then we had the co-main event, Athena versus Billy Starks again. And now she is over 2 years Ring of Honor World Champion. I will get you the exact day real quick. Athena is 746 days right now. She won it in December 10th, 2022. Final battle in Arlington, Texas.
Okay. Yeah. This one, I'm glad that the women main evented, but I really feel like it could have been a better match. I mean, I know that there was a story that was being told, but Billy Starks don't have 25 minutes worth of wrestling in her right now. Not yet.
You know the first women's champion, what Ring of Honor champion was, right? Do you know?
Wasn't it the lady whose ring gear she had on?
No, it's
somebody.
It was Roxanne Perez.
Oh, I did not know that.
Because they've all had a women's champion since 2021. I meant.
Okay, yeah, because I know Billy Starks, her ring gear was like in tribute to somebody. I figured it was.
Oh yeah, no, Billy Starks was the first women's TV, but not.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, guys, that wrapped up Final Battle. I'd probably give it a good B plus.
It was definitely a B show. It didn't bore me to no end. It was some matches that didn't really excite me as if I felt they should.
Maybe I think the venue did it for me.
The venue did help a lot. And then having toward the end of that show, having that survival of the fittest match right in the spot where you had it.
Yep.
To kind of like bring the crowd back up to get them ready to end the show. That was really good. Really good booking on TK's part. Like I said, I was really happy that he used Hammerstein and sold it out to make for a good show. That New York crowd is always really, really fun to witness.
Yeah, they're always good.
And,
But let's talk about crowds. Man, I got a big April coming up. I got my first MLW show. It's coming to LA.
All right.
It's at the Commerce Casino Hotel Resort. So I looked at the map. It's probably about 500-600 people. I mean, the tickets were only like $25 with 5 rows back.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, it was like $100 for a ring for the front row. It was like $100. So I got to go to MLW Battle Riots, their version of Royal Rumble.
That's gonna be fun. I'm slightly jealous because the Royal Rumble for the E-Drones is my favorite pay-per-view. So and Battle Royals are my favorite match type. So little known fact about me.
Me and you, we like
my favorite match type.
We did play-by-play on our texts with each other last year. Remember?
Yes.
And it will be on YouTube again.
Yeah.
Just like Clash. What's it? January 11th. It's something the Coliseum. Riddle finally, after 9 months, winning the battle right.
Yeah, he won battle. It seems like how they do like the Money in the Bank when whoever has the briefcase, you tend to forget that they have the briefcase because it's been forever since they even mentioned that they had the briefcase.
Who won the men's Money in the Bank this year?
Drew.
That's right. You're right.
Drew. Fail cash in. Thanks to your main man.
Instead of looking it up, I was thinking about it for a while.
Yeah. They usually cash the men's out way quicker than they do the women. They don't like.
No, the women's usually get quicker to me.
You're right because there hasn't really been a woman.
There's been women's on the same night.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Theory, he was the one that kind of ruined that for everybody.
I know. Okay. Also, I'm gonna be going to TNA pay-per-view in April.
And where's that one gonna be?
That's gonna be at the USC.
Oh right, yeah, we talked about that. That's gonna be
Galen's Hall.
Like what, 9,000?
Maybe about 4 or 5. I don't think it's gonna because they have the ring and the ramp. They close it down for.
Right. Yeah.
But because right now they only got like 4,000 tickets at the UBS Arena. They're probably trying to see it. No, UBS in Long Island.
Oh, for that. Okay, UBS.
That's a big arena.
Yeah,
that's way big.
No, that was Nassau that they just had Saturday night's main event.
No, that's where they had the last pay-per-view. One of the pay-per-views for Forbidden Door.
Okay.
That's where they did it last.
They got 2 arenas on Long Island. There's that one and then the Nassau Coliseum.
Nassau Coliseum, yeah. All right. We're going this Saturday. We have live from Orlando, Florida at the Dish and Financial Arena. You have World's End, which they sold over 6,000 seats so far for it. Not too bad.
Nope.
Which they opened up more, so we'll see. They do that. They'll do it a small number at the pay-per-view at first, then they'll open up more.
Yeah, see how that money is flowing in.
Yep. So that's what I think TNA is going to do. Also, if they sell this, if they get, I know of the 4,500 right now, they sold over half of them already, and that's not to July though. Slammiversary.
Yeah. So you got plenty of time to sell that other half.
Yep.
Plenty.
All right. So as of last night, we have the semifinals are going to be set for the Continental Classic. Up first, we're going to have Will Ospreay battling Kyle Fletcher again.
I cannot wait for this one because it's going to be completely different than the last match they had. I feel like Ospreay is going to end up winning this one. You gotta
yes,
teeter-totter that one back and forth. So I think Ospreay is going to even this one up.
Yep. So I expect it to be another banger of a banger like it was last time.
Well, I mean, really, with the semifinals, with these 4 guys, you're going to get a good finals match either way you slice it. It don't matter who you're going to get a. It might matter who. I don't know if too many people are going to be kicking down the door to see Okada versus Kyle Fletcher, but I don't know. I mean, the way Fletcher's been moving lately.
What's up with Ricochet? Like after people get in his face, he says something after they leave. You know, he's been doing that. Like,
yeah, the chicken shit gimmick. I hate that. That's why you don't have. That's why your house burned down. And keep playing with Swerve, and he's gonna kick your teeth in.
He did it with the Hurt Syndicate too, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And those aren't the ones that you want to do that with. I don't know, man. Just
and Swerve did it. And Swerve, I think Swerve did it with him too, with his being bald.
That's why you bald. But stop handing that dude a mic. Like, there's a reason why he never had a mic when he was in New York, as Scott Hall used to say to everybody.
Yeah.
But just quit it. Just stop.
Okay.
Wrestle and go home. Wrestle and go home to your woman.
Before we start
doing something right.
What do you feel about this Toni Storm gimmick? That she's never been there?
I love it. I
okay.
absolutely love it because it's gonna come full circle. She's gonna get hit in the head with another champagne bottle, and it's all gonna come right back to her. Maybe not in like black and white, but this is probably some of the best character work I've seen in AEW in the almost 6 years that they've been around. This is wonderful. She's shaking hands like she ain't never met nobody before. She's introducing herself. It's just it's crazy because, like, did you think that was what was going to be when she popped out at
No,
right? Everybody just thought, okay, she's done doing the timeless gimmick. She's going back to who she was, but yeah, this is great. I can't wait to see where this goes, man. I wonder who's going to be the one that bring back to reality. It might be Mariah May. Who knows?
Yeah, I was just wondering, what do you think about that?
I love it.
Okay, so now we got Okada and Ricochet. I see Okada winning this one.
Yeah, you got. I mean, it wouldn't be. I don't know. I don't think it would be wise to have the defending champion lose before a championship match. If you're gonna have him lose in the final. You know.
So we've been waiting on this. Okada and Ospreay. They haven't wrestled since they've been in AEW together, have they?
Nope, don't think so.
Oh man, that's gonna be a good one.
So. Right, and that's what I was saying. Either one of these 4 guys, with any 2 of these 4 guys, it's gonna be a good final. It's gonna be a good final, and I'm always down for 2 matches in one night. You know, show me that you can really, you know what I'm saying, that you really him. But this Final 4 for Continental Classic is way better than it was last year. Way better than it was last year.
Yeah, it was.
So it's gonna be fun
because the finals last year were Mox and Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, overall, I'm going to have Ospreay being the new Continental Champion. Okay. That's what I think. You think Okada do it back to back, or
I would
keep it? Not back to back, but keep it.
I would hope not, because he needs to be the last piece to fall from that elite group. Jungle Boy lost his TNT title. The Bucks lost their tag titles. Okada got to lose his to kind of push that further. Let him take some time off. If they all gonna bring them back together to, push them against the Death Riders, you gotta make everybody scratch from the ground up. So if Okada loses, I'm perfectly fine with that because he really don't have much else to do right now. Like he needs a mouthpiece, and his mouthpieces aren't there. So take the title off of him and have him lay low and bring him back with everybody else. It could be whoever, but I like Ospreay winning. Ospreay's a really good champion. He's been a good champion. He's proved he can be a good champion in AEW.
All right, so who do you think? Give me the prediction.
I'm going Ospreay.
Okay,
I'm with you on that one.
All right.
Like I was saying, like you can't really go wrong. But if I had to make a solid prediction, I'm gonna go Ospreay too.
How about we get Ricochet Ospreay again?
I wouldn't mind seeing that either.
That might happen.
Yeah, I think that's the direction that they want to go in.
What are they 1-1 now, right?
Yeah.
And he cheated to win. He cheated during the.
Mm-hmm. Some stories. There are some stories.
Or they could put the belt on Ricochet. I don't know. We'll see.
I wouldn't.
But I'm predicting Ospreay. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ricochet or Okada won.
Which brings me back to
because I was surprised when Eddie won last year.
Were you? Because he beat Mox or because he won?
Because he beat Mox.
I got you.
And he won overall.
Yeah, they've had some wars though.
Okay. So next up, we're going to talk about you have your girl, Mercedes Moné. No, Mercedes Moné. Your girl.
Chris Statlander.
Your girl, Mercedes Moné.
My girl, Chris Statlander. Let's just.
Okay. Not being biased, I know you want to win.
Mm-hmm.
You want Chris to win, but who is winning?
Mercedes, and I think Camille's going to end up having something to do with this.
I think she's really hurt for real.
It's a shoulder or arm.
Yeah,
but
maybe that was the way to write her off right now when she said she's not going to be.
And I'm not saying Camille's going to be involved to help Mercedes win in some type of swerve. I think it's going to come down to, attempt to help Stat, fail, join with Stat. That would be scary. Ooh, AEW needs women's tag titles.
I know. Not yet. They don't need it yet.
You're right. But I mean,
let it build up a little bit more.
But unfortunately, I have the Toyota Corolla beating Chris Statlander. Yes.
What's the Green Gremlin? Is that that car back in the day? The Green Gremlin? Is that who you had?
Nah, that's who I got winning this match.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so do I. I mean, they're going to keep her undefeated until she fights for the world title or something.
Yeah.
Eventually,
you got to find somebody to take the title offer that she has. They're giving her basically the Jade treatment, booking wise.
Yep, she's undefeated.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we got. I wonder if they're going to put the TNT Championship in here yet. I'm not sure yet, but there's only 8 matches right now on the card.
I will believe that's enough. Garcia was just in the Classic, so who
I know.
defend against
Darby.
I don't know. See Darby Allin on my TV no more.
Shelton.
This next match though,
it could be Shelton. You know why?
They have a little beef recently.
The Hurt Syndicate with him.
Mm-hmm.
It could. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
There is Rampage Friday night.
That's true. And
I don't know. I didn't look at the results or nothing, but all right.
Me neither. I haven't been on Cage Match at all today, so
we got AEW International Championship match. You get Takesha against Powerhouse Hobbs.
This one might be my match of the night right here. This one is giving me, and I know this wasn't really a good match that I'm about to reference, but just like the guys involved, it's giving me Warlord versus British Bulldog WrestleMania 7 vibes, like Don Morocco, Dino Bravo type of old school, like I'm really, really excited to see this. Is going to be, man, they are going to knock the crap out of each other in this match.
Yep.
They are, because Takeshita might be the hardest hitting dude in AEW, and Porterhouse Hobbs is just,
what's his name?
Porterhouse Hobbs, built like a steak.
I like I don't know, man. I like him. I don't know why you keep on messing with my
because his name is William too. I gotta separate everybody. There's Tall William, and then there's Porterhouse Hobbs. His real name is William, so I gotta keep everybody separate. No, but I like Hobbs though. I really do like Hobbs. Hobbs gives me reminds me of a young Mark Henry.
Well, I don't think he's gonna win, but I would like to see him win. I wouldn't be surprised. if he did win.
But this one, I just want to see. This one is going to be good. This one, like I said, this one is my match of the night. On paper, this one is my match of the night.
Man, I don't know, man. Will Ospreay and Fletcher could be the.
It could be. But then like one of those guys got to wrestle again too. So I don't know. This card is promising. This card is very promising. It's just all in how it plays out, man. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Okay. How about Mariah May and Thunder Rosa, a Tijuana street fight for the AEW World Championship? I think this might be time for Mariah May to get it going.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were throwing the rule book out. So again, anything could happen. Mariah May's been a very underwhelming champion. She hasn't really been that good of a champion, in my opinion. And I get it. First run, major company, trying to build a star, trial and error. I get it, but I'm with you. Thunder Rosa is an established name. She's a former women's champion, never lost.
I don't think she would. I don't think she's going to win it though.
No, I don't really see the point in keeping it on Mariah May right now. Like she's not ready for Toni Storm yet. She hasn't really crossed paths with Mercedes. There's really been no real threat to her title since she beat Toni Storm. So
what's up with Britt Baker? Are they punishing her from the Adam Cole saga?
Probably.
And the MJF, and didn't she have an MJF running in the backstage?
I really think that's all it is the MJF stuff. Because her and Cole, I mean, they broke up, but I don't know if there was any like issues, no drama, or nothing like that.
Yeah,
but it might be because of the MJF stuff. You don't want to piss her off.
I know.
She's one of them ones. You might want to keep her in your side pocket.
That's why I was wondering what's going on with her. So we ain't seen her for a long time, and then she came back for one match and she's gone again.
Right. I don't know, man. Got to do right by the doctor. She's one of the best ladies in that locker room.
And Ricky Starks is not with AEW anymore.
No, he's not. We know what's about it. Ricky probably gonna pop up at the Royal Rumble.
NXT.
Like I'm talking about to participate, not in backstage like he was.
He needs to be in NXT.
Yeah, but he could be a surprise entrant in the actual Rumble match, and then
they ain't even gonna know. But some of these people ain't even gonna know who he is.
A lot of people ain't gonna know who he is, but
AJ was a household name before. AJ Styles.
Yeah, he was.
But.
He was. And just like everybody else on the planet, I thought a black guy was coming out when I heard the music. But then when I saw it was AJ Styles, it made it that much better. And that's coming from a black guy. So,
right.
Just saying.
All right. Now we got MJF and Adam Cole, right? We were just talking about Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a 5-time diamond ring. I think this is the year he loses his diamond ring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's my prediction. Adam Cole's going to beat him for the was it Dynamite Diamond Ring? Sorry. Yeah.
Now, factor in Kyle O'Reilly. What role does he play in this match? Is he going to cost Cole the match? Is he going to help Cole win the match? Where's Wardlow? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
where is Wardlow? We know.
He was hurt, really.
I know, but we know where's Waldo, but we want to know where's Wardlow.
Wardlow, that's my man. That is my man. But yeah, I really feel like Kyle O'Reilly is gonna have a role in the outcome of this match. I don't know on whose side. Maybe he's secretly working with MJF. I don't know, but maybe not. Now let me scratch that because the conglomeration would not have that. They wouldn't condone none of that. I don't condone none of that. But I really feel like Kyle O'Reilly or Roddy Strong, because we haven't seen Roddy in quite some time either. But I think one of them or both of them have some type of impact on the outcome of this match.
I'll complain about every organization, right? Some stuff. But once he came back, MJF, with the vest on, with the jean jacket, looking all buff.
By Triple H.
I know. And they dropped the ball on that. Big time.
They did. But I get why it wasn't done, because you don't want to.
Why didn't they wait until Cole was healthy? That's what I want to know. Because he wasn't healthy at the time.
No, you really could have. But that could have been Max too. Maybe he didn't want the gimmick change. Maybe he's comfortable being stale because he's stale. Like, really stale now.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff every week.
He needs well, if him and Swerve get in a program together, I don't think it'll be Stell anymore.
No, absolutely not.
And you can see that's coming.
I hope so.
Oh, they need it. They needed to come.
Yeah.
Because
I think this whole feud with MJF and my cousin Adam.
It's gonna end. This is the end of it, I think.
I think this is it. I think my cousin wins, and then we move on from that.
I'm glad they let Ricky Starks go, man.
I don't like Ricky Starks.
He thinks he's better than he is.
He thinks he's the Rock.
But he thinks he's better worker. I watched him in NWA before he came over.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay, but he's not
nothing special. You're right. Nothing sets him. Nothing separates him from the people who he thinks he's better than. Besides, nothing.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm glad he's gone. And I hope Miro's next.
Yo, they should free Miro, man.
I don't know. He sucks.
Free Miro. You ain't doing nothing with him.
He ain't gonna do. Well, he ain't going to WWE either because he got people over there that was messing with his wife, his ex-wife.
Wait, who was it again?
Damian Priest.
Oh yeah, you don't want that problem. Nah, you don't want that.
I didn't really think he was that good, anyways, man.
I did. I like Rusev. I was a big Rusev guy until they made him start wearing boots, like when he was Alexander Rusev. And yeah. But once they took the first name from him,
was it Rusev Day?
That was when it was over.
Yeah. But a lot of people like that.
They did. And it was because of my man Aiden English from LaGrange, Illinois, my guy.
Well, also you've seen that his wife ain't in AEW, or his ex-wife's not there either anymore.
Nope.
It's probably all because of the drama with them.
It could have been, and that's probably the safest move to keep all of that separate. But if you want to resign and beef with Priest, be my guest. I don't think you want that problem.
All right, so we got this 4-way match coming up, right? It's the Mox, Cassidy, Paige, and Jay White. They're doing this little angle that all three of them are going to jump on him. Somebody's going to be out there helping them.
Oh,
Mox is not losing it this belt yet.
No.
So
I'm still holding out hope that we get a Corbin sighting in AEW, even though I think he's the 23 guy for TNA.
I want him to be the 23 guy.
It makes sense.
How about the 23 guy is actually Penta?
It's not Penta. Penta is the 0 guy.
I'm saying, but how about there's something different? I know he's a 0 guy. Nah, he's going to be there on January 6th. We know it. 6th, yes, sir. But is everybody really going to know who Penta is?
No, but that's why you bring him, you debut him when you debut him, and you book him right. You don't put him with the LWO. You don't turn him into the new Kalisto or
have him crush Rey Mysterio first day.
Yo, please.
I mean, you like that? I'm talking. That just makes sense. So he's not with the LWO or anybody.
Give me Lucha Underground Penta. That's who I need before they changed it. What was his name before Penta? It was
Penta.
I thought it was something else before it was Penta. Either way, when he was breaking arms in Lucha Underground, that's season 1 and 2. Lucha Underground.
Somebody put on Reddit, who is 23? Who do y'all think is the 23 teaser? Michael Jordan, Jim Carrey, or Baron Corbin?
Jim Carrey. Why would it be?
I don't know.
Jim Carrey play those sports.
I don't know.
I think it's Corbin. I really do. Now, watch it be somebody that nobody really too much cares for.
Samoa Joe?
No, not in TNA. He's still on these. Isn't he?
I know.
Still, he's doing
TV. That's good for him now.
Yeah, it really is. Joe's awesome. I miss Joe.
So yeah, that's my prediction for that.
You think Mox is you think Mox is gonna come out? He's gonna win this one.
Yeah, of course. Either that, I want Hangman to win.
Why Hangman? You like Hangman?
I like Hangman. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's from Virginia. I get it. Or West Virginia, one of them.
He's from Virginia.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, Hangman was a good champion too, though. Hangman was a real AEW champion.
Well, he ain't AEW champion because that Pepsi Phil anymore.
Yeah. Well, this might. I mean,
that's the truth. Or that's why he lost it as quickly as he did.
Yeah, because he could have held it until like Swerve didn't have to take it off of Samoa Joe. He could have took it off of Hangman if that would have saw his way through. But
no, but he eventually would have lost it to MJF or something like that. But they took it off of him earlier because Pepsi Phil was in TK's ear.
mm-hmm.
So because TK was trying to keep the moneymaker happy.
He was. That's what you do. Whoever's down there with TNA, keep the moneymaker happy. Damn Tessa Blanchard. What's wrong with y'all?
I want to see how the show's going to be tonight. I'll tune in a little bit to watch the TNA show, see what's going on.
Their next event is coming up when? Next month, January?
Yep, it's going to be in Texas. The Big Four, it's one of the Big Fours they have.
Okay. Cool.
All right, guys, we thank you. And that's all we have time for today. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. This week's episode. Today, we cover the Ring of Honor Final Battle on AEW's World End Predictions. We'll be back. In fact, you can expect new episodes every week. Quick reminder again, how you can support the podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitch. Take care, everybody. Until next time.